You guys, David Dobrik says he's returning back to YouTube. This is the 911. What? David just posted a TikTok where he was replying to a comment where someone said, upload a YouTube video, I miss the vlogs. And in his caption, he says, tomorrow. Then he pans the camera around to show him editing a vlog on his laptop. At least it looks like he's editing a vlog. What? I think just about every single person online thought that David was done with YouTube, never going to be posting on there again after.
So don't drink it?
I don't think it's going to move.
I think that joke right there, us discussing it.
David Dobrik just came crawling back to YouTube, and this time there's no pretending it's some innocent return. After months of silence and a firm claim that the vlogs were never coming back, he dropped a brand new episode out of nowhere. Fans were stunned. Just a few weeks ago on his own podcast, David said clearly, I don't think the vlogs are ever coming back, I just can't do them at the same caliber. But now, he's back online like that promise never existed. But that's just the beginning. The way he came back raised eyebrows instantly. The vlog launched with Natalie in the thumbnail. Classic nostalgia bait. But then he swapped it. Not once, but twice. One version showed him, one version didn't. He finally landed on a generic shot of himself on vacation, but the damage was done. It looked panicked, like he couldn't decide how to present himself. In the comments, he promised vlogs every other week and uploads to a second channel in between. Suddenly, the I'm done vlogging narrative turned into a full-blown content schedule.
I have breaking news. Dobrik update? Oh yeah, love, you're gonna like this.
It says upload a YouTube video. I missed the vlogs. He's smiling. In what can only be described as the most insane angle.
Whoa. And it says tomorrow.
Oh my.
The caption says tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
You know what? I'm excited because he's gonna give me opportunity to react to his content.
I wonder if someone will get hurt in his first video. Because he just stunts, like that's just normal. So you would assume that he'd pull out a crazy stunt.
Holding my friend's head underwater.
Waterboarding my friends.
Yeah.
Look forward to that. There we go. Dobrik's back, man. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's breaking. That's breaking news. Love it.
Now here's where it gets insane. What's inside the vlog makes things worse. Within the first 60 seconds, Jason Nash is drinking Zayn Hijazi's urine. Yes, really, on camera, for a laugh. It's the exact kind of content David was once called out for. Shock value, bathroom humor, and pushing his friends into uncomfortable stunts. But this time, it didn't feel funny. It felt desperate. Like he was forcing the old formula even though the world has clearly moved on. It goes completely off the rails now. Then comes a celebrity cameo. Out of nowhere, Sia appears in the vlog, joking about making a theme song for David's comeback. It was supposed to be a wow moment. But instead of looking impressive, it felt like a distraction. Like he was trying to borrow clout to cover up the fact that nothing else in the vlog was new or exciting. People weren't laughing, they were confused. Is this supposed to be a real comeback or a parody of one?
Everything that's come out, all the drama, the fact that he's in a lawsuit with Jeff Wittick right now, but he's coming back to YouTube? Like, I don't know if the Snapchat thing is just not working out or he's bored or I don't know, but literally every single time Jason Nash does an interview, he talks about how like David is retired. He's finally like living life and having fun, not stressing about editing a vlog. So to see this is wild. And though the comments under his video are quite positive with a lot of people really excited about it, I just know that the rest of the internet is going to have a lot of opinions about this.
This part left everyone stunned. And if that wasn't enough, David tried to add an emotional twist. He filmed himself surprising Jason's daughter with the cast of Love Island. It was a classic throwback to his feel-good moments, but even that felt staged. Every second of the video seemed calculated, like he was checking boxes, shock factor, celebrity guest, emotional gift, but none of it landed with the energy it used to. But things were about to explode. He even tied his comeback to fast food. No, seriously. David claimed he'd only returned to vlogging when McDonald's brought back the snack wraps. In the vlog, he holds one up like it's some kind of symbol, then proudly declares, "The vlog is up, so half of it is done." He bites into the snack wrap like it's the payoff for months of absence. But the whole thing, it felt empty, cheap, like he was clinging to nostalgia instead of creating anything meaningful. And then came the bombshell. Nobody expected this comeback, especially after David himself said the vlog era was over. He claimed the pressure was too much, the editing too intense, and the magic impossible to recreate. He even said he was in a retirement phase. But now, he's uploading like none of that ever came out of his mouth. And that's when the questions started.
TMZ has confirmed that Kenny and Janae from Love Island USA Season 6 did break up after going to David Dobrik's birthday party last night. In the article, it says sources familiar with the situation tell TMZ Janae and Kenny broke up Sunday morning, with Craig ultimately making the decision to end the relationship. As I said in my previous video, Serena and Leah have unfollowed Kenny, but now their men have followed suit, with Miguel and Cordell both unfollowing Kenny as well. The craziest thing about this is right now, the videos of Kenny and Janae going to David's last night are still up on his story after the TMZ article has dropped, so like he has not gone and taken anything down, but him and Janae have removed each other from their bios. Now, I don't know what happened at David Dobrik's party. Again, this is confirmation that Kenny was there. Happy birthday at David Dobrik. And in the TMZ article, there was no confirmation as to what happened between the couple that led to this end, but it seemed like it was really sudden considering they were at a party together looking coupley up until this morning. So something needed to have happened that was like a big bomb drop to have this happen so quickly, in my opinion. But I don't know, what are your thoughts on this?
The biggest one? Money. People are starting to wonder if David's return is about needing cash. And while he tries to play it cool, saying he's just bored, the way he talks about money on his podcast tells a different story. He brags about looking wealthy without actually being wealthy, claiming he makes smart purchases and doesn't drop $6,000 on Snapchat toys daily. But this next twist? Game-changing. He talks like he's loaded. He shows off cars, a massive house, and an entire studio setup, and then Natalie jumps in saying David could hire even more people if he wanted to. That's when it all circles back to Jeff Wittek. How can David flaunt his wealth, post vacations and luxury snacks while Jeff is still healing from multiple surgeries? How is he laughing on podcasts while dodging responsibility in court? Here's where the truth hits hard. Even David admits the money mostly goes back into the business, but then casually says he's not covering diamond rings Taylor buys herself. It's a joke to him, but the court case with Jeff isn't a joke. And Natalie herself admits the money spent on employees is minuscule. It's not adding up. If David has all this wealth and power, why hasn't Jeff been taken care of? It turns darker from here. Meanwhile, Jeff has lost more than just time. He's lost trust, support, and friends. Some people stayed by David's side when they should have stood with Jeff, and it's clear that wound hasn't fully healed, especially when Mike Majlak on Impulsive brought up still being friends with Karina Kopf, someone who proudly credits David for her success. She bought him a car, they still collaborate. The drama only gets deeper.
It's on your commercial stuff.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's Eddie! You're the worst fucking person in the fucking... Oh my god! You piece of shit! You fucking... I should kill you! Production group! Don't fuck up my life! Oh, son, that was your thing to do, dog! Oh my god! Hey Seth, can we just do one more take?
Mike admitted this was a sore spot with Jeff, but instead of choosing a side, he brushed it off, saying, "If I had to cut off everyone who ever worked with someone who hit me in the head with a crane, I'd have no one left." It was casual, like Jeff's injury was just some forgotten headline, like it didn't matter anymore. Brace yourself for this one. Jeff might be trying to move on, but that doesn't mean the pain disappeared. Every time David pops up smiling, rich, and vlogging again, it's a reminder of betrayal, of power dynamics, of how the industry protects those with money. And the worst part? Some of the same people who cheered Jeff on during recovery are still chasing clout from David. And then, total chaos. Jeff has kept it respectful. He hasn't dragged everyone who stayed close to David, but behind the scenes, it's clear where the line was drawn. He lost friends, and he saw firsthand who stood where when things got real. The people who claimed they'd be there for him, if David didn't have the fame and fortune, still aren't. And that's when the tables turned. Even Mike, someone who's loudly claimed to be in Jeff's corner, sat on Impulsive and admitted something that shocked fans. When it came down to who he could emotionally confide in, he said he'd rather call Karina Kopf than Jeff. Let that sink in. Karina, the same person still praising David, the one who bought him a luxury car, the one who proudly credits him for her entire career. This is where it all falls apart.
Okay, so the tea is Janae and Kenny went to David Dobrik's party last night. I hope that's how you say his last name, whatever. At the party, there was some kind of incident. Whether there was some woman who decided to approach Kenny and Janae and basically, confront Kenny on the fact that he had been messing with her, he messaged her, whatever. Or Janae found out at the party some things that Kenny had been doing and confronted him and was loud with him herself. we don't really know what's happening. Regardless, we all know now that most of Love Island season 6 cast has unfollowed Kenny, to the point where even Connor has unfollowed Kenny and is now following Janae. Like, mind you, during my live, a lot of people were saying like this David dude is like a weird person. Like, they were kind of upset that they were even going to this person's party, and now that they have decided to break up, and TMZ has even confirmed this, that they are broken up with, I can't help but wonder what happened exactly.
Mike tried to justify it. He said Karina listens, that she's there for him, and that's why he won't cut her off, even though she's deeply tied to the man who caused Jeff's injuries. But here's the thing, Karina chose to keep David close, and Mike chose to keep her close. Meanwhile, Jeff was left behind again. But then came the bombshell. Jeff finally addressed it. On Jeff FM, he reacted to everything, and he didn't sugarcoat how it made him feel. He said the people he grew up with, the real ones, they don't roll like this. You hurt someone's friend, you're done. It's that simple. No brand deals, no double loyalty, no public praise for the person who shattered your friend's face with a crane. Here's where the mask falls off. He talked about LA, how fake it's become, how even after surviving something so traumatic, he still has to watch the same people who claim to love him go back to joking around with David like nothing ever happened. Jeff said he's ready to leave the city for good. He wants to move to New York, to get away from the industry machine that protects money over people. It spirals from here. He admitted he might still see Mike occasionally, but the trust? Gone. And that's not just about Mike. It's about everyone who smiled in his face while liking David's vlogs behind the scenes. It's about people who praised his healing journey online, then turned around and filmed content with the man who caused the injury. This next part, straight up wild. Jeff said it clearly. If one of my close friends did what David did to me, I would never speak to them again. That's the moral line, and so many people crossed it, including Mike, including Karina, including half the influencer circle still laughing in David's vlogs today. To Jeff, that's betrayal. To LA, it's just business. But this next twist, game-changing.
Matt, what happened? Okay, so we were out on the town, and I meet this girl Olivia, and we like hit it off. It was going really great, and then she just decided that she wanted to go home. Like, she's feeling tired. She starts like nagging and everything, and I was like, fine, leave, go home. I don't need this. She left. Todd and I go to the bar. We get a few drinks. I'm talking to Todd about her, and I said, you know what, Todd? Long term, Olivia would fucking suck. Todd's like hitting my knee, and I think he's like, hell yeah, man, like, damn straight. I agree with you. And then I look up. And at the edge of the table is Olivia. Giving me the worst death stare I've ever had.
This is the best part. What did you say?
And I go, I was kidding.
Jeff's life didn't just take a hit physically. It was emotionally gutted. Surgeries, therapy, lawsuits. Watching friends vanish. Watching his pain turn into podcast punchlines. He didn't get a clean break. He got years of pain, and now the same man who triggered all of it is back online, posting snack wraps, surprise celebrity cameos, and luxury trips. Like nothing happened. The real chaos starts here. And still, Jeff never spiraled publicly. He stayed grounded. He kept working. He never dropped names for drama points. He just kept healing. While David shifted narratives and made edits, Jeff stayed raw, real, human. He never asked for pity, only accountability. And now he's reclaiming his peace far away from all of it. But it didn't end there. This isn't just a YouTube beef. It's a case study in loyalty, influence, and manipulation. David's comeback might fool the algorithm, but it doesn't fool the people who know the story, who saw the x-rays, who watched Jeff lose his sight, who watched David throw parties while dodging courtrooms. This isn't a return, it's a retreat into the same reckless cycle. Here's where the truth hits hard. Jeff walked away with scars, David walked away with views. But the audience, they're waking up, they see who stood up and who stood by. And while David's laughing in the thumbnails, Jeff is out here rebuilding a life that was nearly taken from him, piece by piece, and then total chaos. Because here's the reality, David can't vlog away the damage. He can't thumbnail over broken trust. He can't edit out what happened. And no matter how many celebrities pop up, no matter how many snack wraps he eats, there's one thing he can't run from. He caused real harm, and the world remembers. Jeff never needed a rebrand. He didn't need a comeback. He never left his values behind. While others folded under the weight of clout, he stood tall with nothing but integrity. And now, as David tries to act like nothing happened, the contrast couldn't be clearer. They tried to bury someone else, but ended up destroying themselves.